scrapbookers, this is Megan, and I am back today with a new Follow a Sketch Friday layout. So for this one, I decided to pull out a page kit I made a while ago, and it had only this one 12 by 12 piece of paper as the that I could use as the background. And then it had some yellow scraps and then that pink 6 by 8 paper. So I'm really not liking the yellow with the pink. So what I decided to do is bring in this blue, which was also in the kit. And I absolutely love the navy blue with the pink. It's like a nice, pretty pink. So now here I am bringing in my photos and I'm trying to decide which ones to use. I knew I wanted to use some from, or some photos of my dogs. It's been a while since I've scrapped my dogs, and so I thought this would be kind of a fun layout to make about them. So I'm just going through a bunch of photos of them from August 2017. I came upon, I think, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, there's 4 photos in total of them laying on my bed or in my room. And this is something that they do all the time. And so I knew that this would be perfect, especially because they were black and white already. And so that made the colors of the photos work with the colors of the layout. So now here I am trying to figure out how I want to place them because they are different sizes and they weren't the right size. So the layout or the sketch calls for one almost 4 by 6 and then 2 smaller photos that are square. I think that's what it looks like. I can't remember. But and so what I decide to do is I am going to overlap. I'm going to cut down the 3 that are vertical 3x4s, and then I'm going to cut or layer them on top of each other. So then that way they aren't taking up as much space. So it works with the rest of the sketch. Here I pull out a piece of mint paper from my stash. I'm not even sure where I got that. It might have been Tuesday morning in a pack, like a big pack of 25. So now here is where I'm cutting down the photos and I am just focusing in on just the dogs, not even worrying about anything else, just the dogs laying on the bed. I do a lot of tapping on this one. So I have a few scraps on the side of my table right now because I was using up my May for the Love of Homemade kit. Yeah. And so I had this striped piece of paper. It's a different color of green, but I kind of liked it. And so I brought it in and it's just going to be another piece coming off of the layout, and the layout does call for a banner down in that corner, and so it worked out perfectly. Here you can see I am pulling out a bunch of embellishments, and I am going to put down some of these. Actually, I think I use all 4 of those little brads. Those were also in this page kit, and I think this page kit is definitely killed. There were a few extra embellishments, but I'm just going to add those into my stash, and I used up most of the papers. The yellow pieces of paper I decided not to use on this layout that you saw at the very beginning, and so those are just going to go stuck in my my drawers that I put in my scraps. Sorry, words are not working for me right now. Took a nap earlier after work. I didn't even mean to, but Mark and I were just like hanging out in the bedroom, and then suddenly like I woke up and I was like, what the heck? And it was 5 o'clock and Mark was like, Megan, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so I lost 2 hours of my day. But here we are now, and I am doing this voiceover. So I have glued everything down, and I am just starting to place these 3 photos on top of each other, and then I'm just going to start gluing down the embellishments. So I know these photos aren't really outdoor type photos, and I normally don't just use random embellishments on my layouts, but this one is kind of random, using, flowers and butterflies when the dogs are inside napping. But I kind of liked the colors and just the whimsical feel. I don't know, I kind of feel like it made the layout peaceful. And obviously they're napping, and so of course they are peaceful right now. And so I thought that these embellishments worked really well. So now here I am adding in each of the brads, and I am not fancy and I don't have a paper piercer. So I just use my scissors. These are my close to my heart fussy cutting scissors, and I think they are the non-stick ones. They have a non-stick pair and then a just regular pair. And I think I have the non-stick ones. But now I'm just going to put some washi tape on the back of the layout, because this is one of the things that I hate about brads, is they always get caught on other things as I'm putting it in the or in my albums, or when they're just sitting in my bin until I put them in my album. Here is where I am going to bring in the title, and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with the title. So I'm just going to start putting down these little tile letters, and I knew what I wanted the title to be. It was easy, actually. So I decided on the best place to nap, and because you can always find my dogs on my bed in my room. That's just their spot, which, it really shouldn't be their spot, but it is. They have their own beds, and they have crates, and they have, we have so many couches in our house, but it's just like they always choose our bed. It's just funny to me. So I am just going to play around with the placement of this. At first I was thinking I wanted to put the whole title along the pink part, but then I felt like that was going to be too long, and so I decided to put the 2 first words, the best, up on that little blue pattern paper that I stuck up there, and then the rest I'm going to put on the pink paper. And then the word nap, I'm actually going to place on the photo right above Piper. And I'm not sure, now that I'm looking at it, I'm not sure I really like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to go back, because I was actually thinking, now that I'm looking at it, and you'll have to see what I do in the photos if I change it, I might use a different alpha, like the gold glitter alpha that I had, and put it down above the other photos, the smaller photos. So hold tight. You can see those photos in a minute. I'm going to add a couple more little embellishments. I'm going to do some journaling just about how the dogs just love napping on our bed. And then that is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching today. Make sure that you head on over to Sandy's channel. I will have a link below so that you can easily find her video. Thanks so much for watching. I am so super excited to say I am going to continue doing this series with Sandy through the month of June, and I can't wait to keep going. I hope you have a great day. Bye.